Welcome to the Tribe Digital Marketing Series. Today, I am joined by Jessie Barrett, who is a marketing consultant in our go-to-market practice. Jessie, thank you for joining.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, good, good. I hear you're working on some interesting projects that might be related to marketing in a crisis. So I'm excited to hear about that. But before we do, talk to everybody a little bit about what you're passionate about in marketing.
So I'm on the go-to-market team, which means that I get to work with some really fun creative work. I get to do a little bit more of the strategy elements behind what goes into a project and launching a campaign. My main passion and something that kind of works well for what we're dealing with this COVID-19 crisis is I'm a big SEO and paid media fan.
All
That's
right.
kind of my passion and what I've been kind of dabbling in right now.
That's awesome. Well, I know a lot of folks right now who aren't able to meet with their customers and prospects in person.
Mhm.
And a lot of their events and trade shows and traditional marketing activities are canceled. So I know people are exploring SEO and paid maybe like never before. So what are some tips that you might have for people to start thinking about as they go down those avenues?
Yeah, so I think if you're going to be approaching paid media right now, my two main tips are if you haven't done this in the past, really dig in and know your personas and your buyers and your channels. If you're going to invest in paid media, there can be a lot of noise in certain channels. And I think that if you're going to take that step, taking a couple extra minutes before to try to evaluate the first initial channels that you should invest your money in is going to be one of the best things for a company that hasn't done a lot of investment in this in the past.
When you say noise, what types of things are you talking about?
So one great example is if you're doing Google PPC ads, the amount of searches that can come in around a specific keyword can be absolutely immeasurable for a company. But if you can hone in on certain keywords or certain channels that might have a higher likely for customers to buy from or to actually click through from, you're going to get a much larger return on your investment.
Awesome. That's a great advice. So it sounds like we rescheduled the original launch of
Yeah.
this episode because you were working on a project that had a COVID-19 uh, bend to it. So can you talk
Yeah.
to us a little bit about that without
Yeah.
naming
So I
names,
think
obviously?
no, yes, without naming names. But I think that the main thing from that would be really great to touch on is a lot of people are experiencing different pain points right now, and everybody's experiencing a different version of how COVID-19 is affecting them and their business, but also them personally. And I think that's something that's really, really important for businesses to touch on is yes, while we're all trying to accomplish something here, realize that your buyers and your customers have a major pain point that they're dealing with too. And if we can all approach our marketing and our paid media, especially in a compassionate way, and understand that you have a solution that can really help people in a time of need right now, I think that's something that we can all do to make this a great cohesive effort and to help benefit everybody in this process.
Yeah. Do you see the customers pivoting their solution? You talk about that in a time of need. Are you seeing folks pivot what they offer, how they offer?
Yeah, I think for sure. I think people's offerings are greatly changing depending on how they're able to sell their products, how they're able to meet and interact with their customers. And I think the main thing is people are pivoting based on how they're able to identify pain points right now. I
Mhm.
think the pain points that some customers had are greatly changing and other ones are greatly magnifying. And I think that it's really, really crucial for companies to realize how to alter their products to meet those needs.
Yeah, I really like that. We talk about understanding your buyer and all, things that are marketing 101, right?
Yeah,
Which becomes amplified now more than ever.
totally.
But it's an interesting point to think about. Nobody buys anything without pain. I mean, that's just kind of sales 101.
Exactly.
But shifting your thought process around pain identification right now is a super good lens to look through. I think that's really good advice. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Happy to share that and happy to lend a hand in all this.
All right. Well, thanks for joining, Jessie. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks again.
You're welcome.